This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Mr. Quality Minutes Don Trollano shines at PBA Press Corps Awards. Eric Spoelstra named Team USA head coach as he replaces Steve Kerr. LeBron James sidelined Lakers season opener in doubt. In Major League Baseball, Dodgers beat Phillies 2-1 in 11 innings. Kerkering, error ends NLDS. In the WNBA Finals, Mercury faced Mountain without Sabally. And what do you get when sparks fly between volleyball and baseball? You get the solid husband and wife tandem of Gia and Miguel de Guzman, also known as Gia-Gel. We have them right here at the PNC studio. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 10th of October. Now, here's our roundup. He delivers when it matters most. San Miguel's Don Trollano is Mr. Quality Minutes and will be honored at the 31st PBA Press Corps Annual Awards Night this October 13. The 33-year-old guard proved his value off the bench, averaging 9.4 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 1.2 assists in season 49, helping the Beermen regain the Philippine Cup crown. Trollano joins elite company as the sixth San Miguel player to earn the honor, following the footsteps of Bong Alvarez, the late Boy Bits Victoria, Chris Calagio, Terrence Romeo, and Jericho Cruz. Also being honored, the all-rookie team headlined by Rookie of the Year Ronje Abarientos of Barangay Ginebra. Joining him are Cedric Bearfield of Blackwater, Kaylan Tiongson of Rain or Shine, Kai Balungay of Phoenix, plus Jordan Heading and Justin Baltazar of Converge. Baltazar averaged a double-double with 12.2 points and 10.1 rebounds, while Heading dropped 15.5 points and helped TNT reach the Philippine Cup Finals. Earlier, Arvin Tolentino was named scoring champion and Calvin Oftana took home the Order of Merit Award. Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra is set to take over Team USA according to reports. The 54-year-old, who was an assistant on America's gold medal-winning 2024 Olympic team, will lead the USA for the 2027 FIBA World Cup and 2028 Summer Olympics, taking over from Steve Kerr. Spoelstra started as a video coordinator in 1995, rose to head coach in 2008, and has a 787-572 record over 17-plus seasons. He has guided Miami to 2 NBA titles in 2012 and 2013, plus 4 other finals appearances in 2011, 2014, 2020, and 2023. He led the Heat through the Big Three era of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, and brought Miami back to the finals with Jimmy Butler at the helm. Team USA faltered in the 2023 FIBA World Cup, losing to Germany in the semis and 127-118 in overtime to Canada for bronze, but they capped a 5-peat of Olympic gold in Paris. Now, Spoelstra, the Heat legend, will be the man in charge of the world's #1 basketball team. Meanwhile, LeBron James, the King, will miss the Lakers' season opener. Team announces he will be out 3 to 4 weeks with right side sciatica. The 40-year-old star skipped practice again, did not take full part after missing the first 2 preseason games due to nerve irritation in his glute. Coach J.J. Redick said James, along with Luka Doncic, were limited to modified, mostly individual work at practice. Sciatica, pain and numbness that travels from the lower back down the leg, now puts the NBA legend's season start in jeopardy. The Lakers open against the Golden State Warriors on October 1, and fans wonder if the King will take the court. In Major League Baseball, Orion Kerkering misfired past home after handling Andy Pages' bases-loaded hopper. Pinch runner Hae-Sung Kim scored, and the Los Angeles Dodgers advanced to the NLCS, winning the division series 3-1. Catcher JT Realmuto pointed to first, but Kerkering's sidearm relay 46 feet away, sailing past his mitt, cost Philadelphia. Phillies manager Rob Thompson comforted Kerkering. Nick Castellanos' RBI double gave Philadelphia the lead, but Joan Duran walked Mookie Betts with bases loaded to force the tie. In the 11th, Tommy Edman singled, took third on Max Muncies to out-hit. Kerkering walked Enrique Hernandez, then Page's grounder went wild. Philadelphia was eliminated for the third straight season. The Dodgers reached NLCS for the 8th time in 13 years. Moving on to the WNBA, Phoenix Mercury will try to mount a historic comeback, but they'll do it without star Satu Sabally, who was ruled out for Game 4 after a concussion in the 1988 Game 3 loss to the Las Vegas Aces. The injury came in the fourth quarter. Sabally fought for a rebound, got tangled with Jackie Young, fell and smashed her head on Kirsten Bell's knee. She tried to walk it off, had to sit back down, but was finally helped to the locker room and did not return. Before leaving, Sabally led Phoenix with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Mercury fought back from 17 points down, tied the game. But WNBA MVP Aja Wilson drained a shot in the final seconds, giving the Aces the win and the 3-0 series lead. No WNBA team has ever come back from 3-0 in the finals, and with the new best-of-7 format, the Mercury faced an almost impossible task. Even if they force Game 5, Sabally's return remains uncertain, making Phoenix's quest for glory even steeper. Friday afternoon, Hoops delivered pure drama in NCAA Season 101 as two teams turned heartbreak into heroics at the Mall of Asia Arena. Jose Rizal University shocked powerhouse San Beda 67-66, while San Sebastian broke through with a double overtime win over LPU 194. Former Mapua Red Robin Alan Lorenaria Jr. turned hero for the Heavy Bombers, nailing the go-ahead basket to seal the deal, finishing with 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block as JRU improved to 2 wins and 1 loss in Group B. First-year head coach Nani Epondulan praised his team's mental toughness. Sean Salvador also contributed 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, providing vital support for JRU. With JRU trailing 66-65 after a split from John T. Miller, Lorenaria soared for the game winner, putting the Heavy Bombers on top 67-66. San Beda had about 4 seconds to respond, but Brian Sahonia's baseline jumper rimmed out at the buzzer. Sahonia led the Red Lions with 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist, but the loss ended their unbeaten run. In the night's other thriller, San Sebastian finally entered the win column, surviving LPU in a double overtime battle 194. Rookie Juniel Delarama knew the challenge ahead. Ian Cuajao led the Stags with 25 points, including the game-sealing triple with 20 seconds left. Christian Richo also scored 25, while Delarama dominated with 15 points and 23 rebounds. Ato Barba scored a game-high 32 for LPU, but it wasn't enough as the Pirates fell to 0-3, suffering their second double overtime loss this season. From upsets to breakthroughs, Friday night in NCAA Season 101 proved once again that every game tells a story. And in this league, it's never over until the final buzzer sounds. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. In archery, what is an end? An end is a set number of arrows shot before scoring, often 3 or 6 in target archery competitions. Archers use ends to structure their shooting and to track consistency over the course of a round. Each end allows the shooter to focus on form, aim, and release without getting overwhelmed by the total number of arrows. Understanding and mastering ends is crucial for scoring high and maintaining consistent performance in archery. Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. Call it a Van Sickles show. Brooke on the court, Dad Gary as coach, Mom Lisa as assistant. And the Petrogas Angels dominate Galleries Tower 25-21, 25-19, 25-14 to kick off their premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference campaign. Brooke, who fired a match-high 14 points, called her dad the man of the hour after the win. Lindsay Vanderweyde unloaded 13 hits on her return to the franchise. She led to the title of this same conference 3 years ago, and she liked what she saw. There is hope that Vanderweyde, along with the Van Sickles, could help the squad reclaim the championship, and this win was a strong first step. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 10th of October. Up next, join me and sports power couple Gia and Miguel de Guzman, also known as Gia-Gel, right here at the PNC studio. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. There is a famous saying that behind every successful man is a woman. But in the case of Gia de Guzman, in everything that she does in life, there is always Miguel. And here today on The Scorecard at the Bilyonaryo News Channel, we have Gia-Gel. Kompleto na tayo. Gia de Guzman and her loving husband, Miguel. Guys, thank you so much for the time. You know, hindi kompleto eh. It's not complete if Miguel is not part of the interview. So thank you so much for coming here, and thank you so much for the time. It's great to see you guys again.
Thanks for having us, Anton.
Miguel, how is married life? You guys are about to celebrate your 4th year anniversary this coming November 11. Congratulations. Kamusta naman?
Well, for me, I think in the start, I thought I was going to get used to it. But in the 4 years, we still keep on learning about something new about each other. And it's a fun journey. You know, God has made it very interesting for us. You know, going to Japan and then going back to the Philippines, alas, and everything in between. So it's been a fun 4 years so far. I hope the next 100 years will be fun.
Gia, your follow-up to Miguel's opening statement about marriage.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're about to celebrate our 4th year anniversary, but like the other day, both of us were like, I can't believe we're married. Ganun pa rin, like, which is fun kasi we like to change things up. We still go on dates and you know, we're just enjoying for the time being na kaming dalawa muna. And then eventually when we have a family, that's another milestone we get to enjoy.
Okay, speaking of family, we will get to that. But I remember during one of my first interviews with you guys, I asked you, what's the secret to a successful relationship like yours? And you both answered in unison. Sabay pa, sinabi nyo, food.
Yes.
So I will tweak the question now. What is the secret to having a healthy and successful marriage?
You can go first.
I would say just like making good food, you have to have the right ingredients. But sometimes, even if you do have the right ingredients, you have to, ad-lib a bit, mix things up a little bit differently. And you have to learn how to adjust to the taste of the season, di ba? So kami, that's what we've been doing, Different challenges have been thrown at us. So we've been adjusting to the ingredients that's given us, and we've been serving dishes well, I guess, in terms of our relationship. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's so many. When you were dating, we kind of made plans already of how we see ourselves in 10, 20, 30 years. But even in the first 5 years, wala pa kami 5 years ng marriage namin eh. Plans have changed already. Like the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
National team happened. He also has pursuits of his own. And I think what's important now is we know what's important. Like, we know kami yung constant ng isa't isa. And yung support namin sa isa't isa matters to the things we want to pursue in our life. Parang, okay, communication, that's one thing. Agreeing to disagree sometimes, that's one thing also. But at the end of the day, we know na kami yung constant ng isa't isa.
Malaking bagay yung trip mo to Japan, Gia, and how understanding Miguel was. And I remember during one interview that you had, Gia, you said that you were so lucky that Miguel was there because it would be so hard to go through it without somebody to lean on. So, what would you say, like, made you guys decide na, okay na, pwede na tayo umuwi ulit?
Well, I'll answer this.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate that in the 2 years that Gia was in Japan, I decided to pursue my studies full-time also. So I took up my master's. I was able to fly and go back and forth to Japan, to and from Japan, which made me being more present, I guess, aligned with what she wanted to do. But then after that, we also realized na, number one, the SEA Games was coming up. So she had to be present for Alas. But at the same time, if she wanted to help grow the sport, she also needed to be present in the country where she can partake the knowledge that she's been very vocal of, giving or passing down to the younger generation. Not a lot of imports get renewed for a second year, and Gia was already very fortunate enough to be back with Denso for 2 seasons. So I think that's what helped her decide also that it was time to come home already.
Yeah, and I think in the first year pa nga lang, when we got the first offer from Denso, we already knew na SEA Games was coming up in 2 years. So sabi ko, okay, 1 year is good. If I get renewed, pwede pa. But after that, I have to be back for Alas. I have to be back for the national team na. So that helped. I wanted to make the most of the 2 years na I knew I would get and then bring back what I can.
Okay, so now I will get to the burning question because I'm sure sa mga family gatherings, this is the common question that young married couples always get. So I'm gonna shoot my shot here, Miguel and Gia. When will we see a little Miguel or a little Gia? I'm asking for family members and your friends.
It's okay. We get asked that question a lot, and even us talk about it also. Yeah, I think for us both, we're aligned na when God blesses us with a one, doon na yun. Pag dumating, si God talaga yung may plano nun.
But for the both of us also, when the right time comes, it will come. Pero ngayon pa lang, we're already preparing ourselves because it's a very big responsibility. So we have to prepare ourselves financially. Our decisions and our timelines have to be aligned with the kid on the way, hopefully soon, during God's plan. But yeah, that's something we've been working on as a couple. Yeah. And hopefully, when the time comes, we can share the news with you guys.
And at the same time, aware din kami na we both have responsibilities to do. Gusto rin naman namin tapusin yung mga kailangan namin tapusin. And I'm blessed that I have a partner who understands that too.
And that's why you guys are such a model couple and everybody admires you. Is there any other dream? Gia-Gel dream naman, a joint dream na gusto nyo pang makamit moving forward?
That's a tough question.
Yeah, like what's the biggest dream of Gia-Gel?
For me, sa ngayon, I feel like I'm already living it. Kasi, like at a very young age, growing up, especially when my career already started, and I knew na I was going to want to pursue this in the long run. That was one thing I was praying for. Parang, Lord, I dream, I pray, I hope that I get a partner in life that will help me pursue the things that you want me to do. Na someone that will understand, that someone that will push me when things get hard, and someone who will listen. And like God gave me 10 times that in Miguel. Yeah.
For me, yeah, I know.
Good job.
I agree with Gia, but we're aware that we come from a position of privilege to be able to say that we're already living the dream. But at the same time, we also have to acknowledge that we won't be able to live the way we are living now, pursuing her career and me being present and everything, without the help of our friends, our family. So that's one thing that we're very blessed with also. And I guess for me personally, my main dream, my bigger dream for the both of us is to be able to become that family for the next generations of the Guzmans to, live their lives as comfortably as they can, as stress-free as they can, and also be present for the future friends that we're going to have along the way, as a way of returning the favor of the kindness that we've received as a couple.
Well spoken. I don't know how to follow up on that. You guys are so intelligent, and I can't say it enough. I have so much respect for you guys, and this relationship is something that I aspire to have. And that's a topic for another day. But we will go to some memories that I want to show you guys and react to as we close our interview here with Gia-Gel. This one As 4 pictures, I'll show you 4 pictures kasi palapit na kayo sa 4th year anniversary. You guys go to Disneyland a lot.
We
I know
do.
they call it the happiest place on earth. So what is it about Disneyland? I want to get it in your own words.
I love theme parks so much.
We have different opinions about theme park.
Uh-oh.
She loves the rides. I love the food. The roller coasters are in Gia's wheelhouse, and I just sit down and enjoy the views and everything. But it's a good way to distress
Yeah.
and slow things down and not think about volleyball or life when we're there. Just get lost and go back to our childhood.
And we do love to travel. So, in the short breaks that I get, like at
Yeah.
the last minute, that's the first thing that goes in my head. Like, Miguel, do you want to go to Disneyland? Do you want to go to a theme park? Because it's kind of hard to think about stress and volleyball when you're screaming on the rides. So,
All right, let's go to the next picture here. Oh, Harry Potter.
oh my gosh.
That
That
is a photo.
that was your first picture together, right?
Yes, correct.
You see how pale I am? That's mid-training, right after Coach Tai kills me in a drill. And then this guy has the guts to walk up to me and introduce himself. Nang hingal na hingal ako. And here we are.
You have to catch them off guard, Anton.
At my most vulnerable moment.
So this is how it started.
Yeah.
This is how it's going.
Yeah.
So Miguel, from this to this, how proud are you of the journey? And you guys experienced this as well, winning a championship in Japan. As Gia said, she's living the dream.
Yeah, well, it's been a journey that's filled with a lot of patience and perseverance, both from our ends. But then one thing's for sure, we're continuously gonna be there for each other, whether it's here, abroad, or in sports, outside of sports. We're just lucky to be a tag team in this journey.
Well, you continue to inspire us. You continue to inspire everybody. And this is a picture I actually took at your wedding.
Ooh,
I mean, look at the
yes.
setup. I remember thinking when I walked in, it's like a fairy tale.
It was, honestly, and we're very grateful that you were there hosting our wedding.
Oh, it's an
Anton.
honor. It's an honor. It was an honor. Yeah. And it is an honor having you guys here on the show, and pleasure continuing to watch you guys grow, cover your career, and congratulations as well to Miguel taking on his broadcasting journey as well.
Thank you, Don.
Gia, Miguel, again, thank you so much for the time. Thank you for inspiring, sharing your stories, and I'm blessed to be able to call you guys friends. Thank you for keeping me as a friend, and I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
as
also,
well.
Anton.
And we hope there's a next time.
Of course, there will be a next time, anytime for Gia Gel. We have Gia de Guzman and, of course, Miguel de Guzman here on the Scorecard. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Anton.
also, Anton.
Up next, one team's chasing history, the others clinging to hope. Aja Wilson and the Aces are locked in, but never count out the Mercury. Game 5 could be the clincher, so tune in, lock in, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. This is it. One win, one night, one shot at immortality. The Las Vegas Aces are one game away from sealing their third title in 4 years, but standing in their way, the Phoenix Mercury. Aja Wilson, the 4-time MVP, is playing like she's got something left to prove. She's already broken the WNBA postseason scoring record, and she's doing it with style. A turnaround jumper for the Ages in Game 3, leaving the Phoenix crowd stunned and silent. It's what legends do when the lights get brighter. But do not count out the Mercury. Dewana Bonner dropped 25 last game. Alyssa Thomas came with an all-around intensity, as she always does. If Phoenix can channel that energy again, they might just force this series back to Vegas. And Satu Sabally, questionable after that late game collision. Her status could be the swing point in on whether Phoenix fights or folds. Now, Becky Hammond, the coach of Las Vegas, her message is simple: one possession at a time. So here we are, Phoenix. The crowd hoping for one more game. The Aces aiming to close the door for good. The WNBA Finals heats up with pressure, pride, and pure competition, all on the line tomorrow. And that's a wrap on our finals preview. One team's on the brink of history while the other's fighting to keep the dream alive. The pressure's real and every second counts. So tune in, lock in, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From being a steady midfielder at Roma and AC Milan to becoming a record-breaking football team manager, Carlo Ancelotti once said, "Player attitude and team spirit over tactical strategy, mental preparation, and teamwork are more critical." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again next week on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This is Anton Roxas. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Good night.